Welcome to Josh Hogue Arts. I'm Josh, and today we have quite the mess in here. Usually I wouldn't be able to stand this close or in this spot because there used to be this very old, not used air conditioner system right here. Because what I use for my home studio and filming is my basement. This space is very small, so for something with a 3 foot by 2 foot radius to be gone makes a lot of difference in this space. And with such a change, I really want to just change everything now. So I've really had this mural board since I really started getting serious on YouTube. And where I am as an artist, I think I just need a really good background that fills up a little bit more space than just this rectangle. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to take this panel off the wall, put it by the dumpster and see if someone wants it. I know, and that's really hard for me to do because I'm an art hoarder, but I can't hoard this anywhere. It's too big. Sometimes you need to give up your relationship with your art, and this is me giving up my relationship with my first background, my first YouTube background, okay? So we're going to remove this. This wall is all brick, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a panel of wood across this, a 4x8, to give us 2 feet worth of room that we don't have right now, because I can't really brick that up until we get the conduit out, and that's just a lot of work that we don't have right now. So let's just tear this Band-Aid off and let's throw it away. Let's go. I think the coolest thing about this process is not only letting go, but seeing how someone can appreciate your art so quickly when you were ready to throw it away. Because this car passing in that last screenshot actually stopped and wanted it for her son. So it wouldn't fit in her vehicle, and I took it to her house, and that was just a really cool experience to see their grateful face. That followed me on YouTube. It was just a great experience. And that's really what I'm here for, is the community and the art journey. And one of the things I wanted to do while I did this mural transition video is share with you guys how I became an artist and just my journey as an artist and as a creative and where I am today. To be honest, it really started when I was a kid. We moved a lot. There was just a lot of bad situations. You know, when you're a kid, you don't really get to decide where you are, where you're going, and all those things kind of just made me, as a person, have to find a niche or something that was consistent, and art was that niche. I was always drawing or painting or doing bead art or doing some kind of craft or something, and that was my consistency through my whole entire growing up. So instead of playing sports because I have this big sporty body that all the football coaches wanted, I did art, and I was persistent about doing art, and I was persistent about not doing sports because I didn't want to ruin my hands or get hurt to where I couldn't create. And that didn't really make me a fan of most schools. Most schools were into the sports and stuff, and since I had the bigger body and the bigger build, they wanted me to be a part of that, and I just wasn't that person. But as I got older, I got better at drawing, I got better at doing the things because I just repeated and did the things over and over again, because that's really how you grow in anything, and I got good at art. And you can imagine growing up poor, art wasn't really a career choice, so it wasn't until college that I really thought about art as a career. Because when I was a senior in high school, at my 5th high school, a CIS professor came over and he was talking about graphics and how that could be something that you could attain. And I did already like video games and different things like that. And I kind of already played with Photoshop because I was in a Photoshop class that year. So I attended a camp that was for graphics inspired college students. So like that senior summer before college. And it really just opened my eyes to what I wanted to do, or what I thought I wanted to do. And I ended up going to all these classes and doing all these things the first 2 years. But on the second year, I ended up having to take a sculpture class in ceramics. And pretty much what ended up happening is I would hurry up and do all my CIS stuff, all my 3D graphic modeling, all my Photoshop projects, and I'd hurry up and they'd be great, but I wouldn't do extra work like I would in my sculpture class. I would run to the fine arts building and work on my sculptures and work on my clay and work on my paintings, and I got much more excited about the physical art. You can imagine how I just changed my major and I just went to fine arts because they showed me how to sell art, how to make it. I saw all these professionals and it just opened my eyes to that realm of the world. I started doing art shows. I started just seeing the art world as a place that I can make money. And then eventually I started being the senior that taught other people how to do things. And that really got me into education. So here I am now, an art teacher. I sell my art. I'm in a nonprofit studio where I work out of to do my pottery. And then I have this home studio and I'm filming and I'm doing all my things. So the journey really was just finding those niches and growing into it. So it's something that I just really have always aspired by, but I just needed to find the place to do it. And that's why I'm here at YouTube, doing the things that I love here with you guys. Hope you guys enjoy the mural. All right, so we went from this to this. Now, honestly, I can't express how good it feels just to update this to where I am as a person, as an artist. I really just wanted a canvas where we can all just share our moments as I grow as a channel and have spaces to create on, like these white spaces where we can just expand. Depending on what videos we do, for fun, every once in a while, I'll just paint on these white spaces. I have all these gray spaces. I have all this space to create for the channel. And that's really just why I'm here, is to create. And since I am in my basement, I did add that soundproofing because it does get a little loud in here. And sometimes I just have to stop filming and it's just a real big hassle. It's just something that's always been something I want to do. So now we're a little soundproofed in here and it's looking more professional. And maybe once I update my lights and I fix up all this space and I get everything cleaned up because it's a mess right now, I'll do a big studio tour of my very small space, and maybe we can go to the clay studio and show you that space. But that is all I have for you guys today. Our art challenge is simple. You just need to create a creative space for you and share it online. Space where you create or where you feel comfortable creating and kind of just share a little story about it. Because not only is it good for you as the artist, but it's really good for people to know where you come from, and it's just kind of an insight of why we are the way we are. But that's all we have for today, guys. Hit that follow if you're not following me. Hit the like. Give me a comment what you think of the new mural, and we'll see you guys next time.